activities that someone can be involved with. There are sports such as football, volleyball, soccer, basketball, baseball, all sorts of different things that either your school or your community offers to you. There's also things in the arts category, such as choir, singing, art club, which is physical drawing, stuff like that, and musical theater. There's band and stuff like that as well, that many people get involved with and play instruments or orchestra. Community service is something that a lot of people get involved in as well. They say that this helps people academically a lot because they get involved with people and they branch out more. Academic are also, there's different extracurricular activities that relate directly to it, such as a quiz bowl or academic challenge team that you may be involved with, as well as the National Honor Society. There are many other various activities that you can be involved with too, such as FFA, chess club, Spanish club, any sort of different interactions with people of your school or community. Sports are one specific activity that I'm going to be focusing on. They are one strong example of things that many people are involved with. The three main points that I'm going to be discussing are, one, that people in high school who don't participate in these activities do tend to have lower grades. Two, that the students that do participate experience a high amount of motivation and confidence from these. And three, that students are also able to meet new people and participate in things with friends to relax from the stressful environment of high school. So first, let's start talking about the grades of students who don't participate. Kimoko Fuhita from an honors college that he was in, he decided to do a report on this. He focused in on junior high students and their participation in activities. His research suggested that participation in extracurricular activities generally does improve academic performance. He then broke down with 5 questions whether the students were in sports, musical performance, just watching television and them saying that that was extracurricular activities and all sorts of things to discover if they thought that that improved or disapproved their academic performance. I decided to take this research and that of many others and do my own survey of students around our high school. Personally, I asked 5 simple questions. They were just yes and no questions. The first was, do you play sports? It was just a yes or no. Then second, are you involved in any other extracurricular activities? What are your average grades? What is your GPA? And do you plan on attending college? I gathered these from 50 students in our lunch periods on a Thursday, regular day, and I just gathered from people from the various amounts of grade levels. My results were that the students that participated in sports and other curricular activities, they received mainly A's. There were outlying numbers, of course, but they received a much higher number of A's than people with no activity points did. And then mostly C's, there was a much higher number of people who weren't involved than vice versa. Through this, I gathered all this helpful information, and then I decided to continue my research to see what other people have learned about this topic. Many other people say that participating in extracurricular activities gives people a lot of motivation to do better. StateUniversity.com gives the quote, extracurricular activities provide a setting to become involved and to interact with other students, thus leading to increased learning and enhanced development. And then I Have a Plant Iowa also states that studies show that students in extracurricular activities have higher academic scores. They learn to manage their time, relieve stress, and learn to strive for excellence in more than one thing. All these sources provide that it's not necessary to stay at home and just work constantly on this one thing. It's more helpful to be involved. Knowing that you're representing a team, not just yourself, is one important thing for all high schoolers to realize. That pushes them to do better for others, not just for themselves. Trevor Pilgrim from WordPress.com says that selfish behavior is reduced when a student becomes part of a team due to this fact. They don't see personal growth as well as they do see it as their team. They think of, if I get to play this weekend, we can win our game. And most schools base that on eligibility due to your grades. Opposing to this thought, Laura Altabelli from livestrong.org fights to say that stress comes more from sports and people do badly. Well, there is a large amount of stress that do come from sports, but many students find comfort in getting away from their everyday lives at school to just have fun with friends, play in sport, play at practice. A timeline of a student's day or week is usually school for 7 hours from 7 to 3, and then they go home, have homework. Generally, each class gives you around 20 to 30 minutes of homework, and then added on with some extra projects, quizzes, tests, anything like that. This totals to around 3 hours of homework for each night. So in total, each weekday is 10 hours of schoolwork just for each child, which adds up to 50 hours each week. Then, if they have time at practice, they're able to get a break from some of the stress. Meeting new friends often creates many more enjoyable times and creates memories that last a lifetime. Trevor Pilgrim said they learn useful new skills from their chosen activity, and in integrating these activities into their everyday school lives, they learn time management, critical thinking, teamwork, and social skills. Iowa says besides being fun and a great way to socialize with peers, extracurricular activities can enhance students' time management and stress management skills, improving overall productivity. As your stress level goes down, it's easier to focus and do well in school. It's easier to sleep at night and do better in the morning, feel more awake and alive. As I want to conclude, I want to say that this doesn't guarantee your success. You still have to put in work and be determined to reach a final goal in the end. This simply is a way that may possibly help people, and I think it does, that being involved